Joining us with this morning's market analysis, Jim McCormick with agmarket.net. Well, a slide in corn and wheat futures again on Wednesday, and it looks like traders are believing that Russia is actually going to open export channels to Ukraine.
That definitely seems to be what's going on, Michelle. We've been dealing with this for about a week, 10 days now, where, Putin has kind of expressed optimism of allowing some of that grain to move out of the Ukraine. You're talking roughly 25 million metric tons of grain, not to mention they're getting ready to start the harvest of the new crop, wheat as well. But, personally, I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, to do that, you're going to have to demine the ports. That would expose the Ukraine to essentially more invasion. And let's face it, Michelle, we've been through this before. We did this before the war started. A lot of European Union leaders went over there. They said Putin said he wasn't going to invade. They took him for his word, and then he invaded. Now they're trying to take him for his word again, that he's going to let this grain out. I truly don't think it's going to happen. To do it, he wants a quid pro quo of a relief of the sanctions, and I don't see the world leaders doing it.
So soybeans were able to shake off the lower corn and wheat unlike the previous day, and so was that a corrective bounce or was there more to it?
I think it was a little bit of a corrective bounce too. I do think we're seeing a little bit of a liquidation of a trade. Late last week, you might remember the bean market was sharply higher, about 50 cents higher. Corn market was unchanged. And what we heard that day is we had a big hedge fund that had been earlier placed a trade where he's buying 2 corn and selling 1 bean contract as a big trade. He unwound some of that trade last week, and it looks like he might have been at it again on Wednesday.
And we did see a corrective bounce in livestock futures, both cattle and hogs too, right?
They both saw a little bit of a corrective bounce today. After the hard down day yesterday, they came back. The cheaper grain prices definitely add a little bit of support. Also, I think you are moving into the grilling season right now, Michelle, and I think that is providing a little bit of support to the market.
All right, appreciate your analysis. Thanks so much for joining us. That is Jim McCormick with agmarket.net, and more Ag Day coming up.
To contact Jim McCormick at Ag Market, call 844-4AG-MARKET or visit their website at www.agmarket.net.